Hey there guys, it's Salis, and welcome back to Salis' Less Than 3. And this week we were going to be looking at Senran Kagura Estival Versus. And before I go on, I want to just give you my standard disclaimer. This is a Japanese game, and the game is based on an adult manga which later became an anime, so make of that what you will. Yes, there are breasts, deal with it. The game does auto-censor though, so those who are triggered may relax because it's just a blurry line, don't worry. But here on the main menu, you've got the Kagura Millennium Festival, which is the main story. Shinobi Dojo, which is basically online multiplayer. Dressing room. Yes, you can play dress up with the girls. I'm leaving it there. Stop it, perverts. And the library allows you to view pictures and enjoy music and other stuff that you pick up during the game through gameplay. Settings are self-explanatory. Records just save and load, and you can also transfer data to the PS Vita version of this. And I'll explain that in a minute. So let's dive into the game. Right, welcome to the resort. And here are the girls from Hanzo National Academy. These are basically the main characters of the whole Senran Kagura universe. Everything revolves around these 5 girls, but I'll explain that in a minute. And from this screen you can select mission, which is obviously gameplay. Dressing room again. Library again. There's a lot of stuff. You can also go to the shop, which allows you to purchase outfits and things. Again, stop it. And this switch function allows you to change which characters you play as. But as I'll show you, you have Hanzo National Academy, Gessen Girls Academy, Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy, the Crimson Squad, and then you've also got a whole host of DLC characters, and I believe they did a Dead or Alive crossover, so you can play as Ayane. And of course you can go random. Random, by the way, actually has a really cool, that little keep flicking between them thing. Most just have a question mark, you click that. And also you can play as the festival coordinators. But let's switch over to... Oh, let's see, who should we start as? Okay, we'll start out at Hebijo, because this allows me to show you off this character, Riona. Who's... Have you ever seen 50 Shades of Grey, the movie, or heard of the book? Yeah, she's basically the woman from that. So let's dive in and I'll explain. She likes being beaten up, alright? Again, stop it. But when you change schools, it also changes the school you look at in the background, which is kind of a neat feature. But let's dive into some missions, shall we? When you set the missions, you have 4 options. The Kagura Millennium Festival, which is the main story of the game. Shinobi Girl's Heart, which is custom stories based on the girl you're playing as. Dual Shinobi Hearts, DLC. Special Missions, DLC. But let's actually just go into a main mission. I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. Whoops. As you can see in this save file, I'm only on day 2. But this game is awesome. And I can pretty much, with a little practice, A-rank everything on normal. One thing I will have to warn you about though, the game defaults to easy. Don't ask why. But you just press square, change to medium, and then everyone's happy. And there are several different types of mission in this game, and I'm hopefully going to show you off a few of them. The first type is basically your defeat a load of enemies, finish the level kind of thing. And we'll do that as Riona, because she's only level 9. I'll explain how the level up system works as we go. So we dive in, after a little bit of a loading screen. And yes, the loading screens do explain stuff. And here we are, Guided by the Halo, the first real mission of the game. You can do a little preview mission beforehand with a couple of girls from Hebijo, but let's just stick with what we know first. Every time you start a mission, you drop in, and you get this really cool little intro, and this happens every time a main character drops in. But this is basically your standard, and for some reason she's on roller skates. Don't ask why. If you hold down circle, you sprint. And she's a very technical fighter, because she uses these combination gun bludgeoning items. I don't even understand what they really are, but she's kind of a... You ever heard of capoeira? Brazilian dance fighting? Yeah, that's kind of her style. But... Come on, launch combo. Yep, there we are. And if you press circle immediately after launching someone, you get to do an aerial rave. Which, if you chain them well, can keep you in the air for ages. Unfortunately, I'm not that good at chaining. And you'll notice in the bottom left of the screen, I have 3 bars, really. I've got the blue bar, which is my health, the yellow bar, which is the shinobi meter, and I've leveled up, so I get to explain that. But every time you level up, the bottom bar, which is the scrolls, fills up. And every time you level up, you get new moveset, you get new moves added to your movesets, you get more scrolls, and the scrolls come into it. Once I beat these, I'll explain. The scrolls come into this game in the manifestation of what most people complain about when this game is brought up. Otherwise known as Exhibit A. The Shinobi Transformation. Luckily this game, like I said, is auto-sensors, otherwise I'd be here all week. When you use the Shinobi Transformation, you become a lot more powerful. Unfortunately, I'm not so fond of Riona's moveset, and your moveset changes slightly every time you transform. And there are 2 transformations in this. There is Yang mode, which is this, and Yin mode, which is... I'll explain when we use it, but they call it Frantic mode. And yeah, it's a bit weird. But when you use your transformation, you get the ability to use 2 different types of moves to start with. You later expand that to 3 when you unlock your ultimate shinobi art. But at the moment, because I think it's level 20 you unlock your ultimate. I've got a couple of characters at level 20, don't worry, I will show you some ultimates. But when you reach level 20, you get your ultimate shinobi art, which does a devastating amount of damage. And this is your heavy secret shinobi art, which, as you can see with Riona, freezes them. This is the light one. Light attacks do a massive spinny whirlwind of death, followed by ice. And there are status effects in this game, so the ice does actually play a part of it. And every time you get knocked down, you can either press X to get back up again, or if you press square or triangle, you can attack from the ground, which is a new feature added from the previous game. And the previous game was Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus on the PlayStation Vita, which explains why they put Vita cross-save into this one. Because this is one of those games where you want to level up your characters as much as possible, and sometimes it helps to be leveled up before certain stages. As you can see, I suck with Riona, because I really don't have her that strong. So let's just smash these 2 up. Alright, I'll have those, thank you. When the big enemies die, or, well, when they poof out of existence because they're ninjas, they always drop a scroll, and that is a way to recover your scrolls quite easily. Other ways to do it is by taking damage or dishing damage out, which fills up the shinobi meter. Every time the meter fills, you get a scroll. So, standard fare, really, but every time you level up as well, the bar fills, which is nice. And I will say this, when you transform, it's best to do it at low health, because you always get full health back. That includes Frantic mode. However, you can't use 2 transformations. You can only use 1 in every stage. Right, use the heavy one. Gatling Ice. Lovely. Screw it, Gatling Ice again. Now, the game does use a target lock system. You can lock your target, but for these kind of battles, I choose normally not to. Right, ground. Right. Light one again. Whirlwind of Death. Icy Whirlwind of Death. Right, come here. Okay, you poofed out of existence rather easily. You can fuck off. You can also, from the ground, I forgot to mention this, use circle to ground dodge. So if your enemy is lining up an attack, it's always handy to have that available. Gatling Ice! And that finishes the stage. I love the way you always get a slow-mo on the last kill. Oh, she looks so sad. Jiggle, jiggle. Oh, Japan. Never change. And every time you finish, you get ranked. That's a B rank because it's very hard to do this while commentating. I normally have to play this in dead silence so I can focus. And the rating is based on amount of damage taken, as little as possible, and time. It's very much kill everything quickly. Oh! I've just learnt the ultimate ninja art. Sorry, it's level 12, not 20. Right, I've just learnt Riona's one. Yes, we know she's learned a new move. Now, it's going to ask me to save, and I'm going to cut that out. Right, that's your basic type of mission. Other types of mission include ones like this one. No, we'll do this one first, because I want to show you something else in that one. And for this one, we're not going to be using Riona. Let's go through. As you can see, you've got quite a wide range of characters to play as. And I love the little pictographic depictions in the bottom right corner. That is so amazing. Right, we're going to be playing as Katsuragi. Now, at first I thought Katsuragi would be one of the characters I'd enjoy playing, because in the anime she's, much like me, obsessed with breasts, and a little insane. And violent. However, her playstyle didn't really suit me, and I'll show you one that really did. Later on, she's like one of my most leveled up characters. So naturally we're going to be using her on a boss level. But Katsu does have a very, very funny thing I want to show you later on. I think she's only level 5. I don't really use Katsu all that much. I really should level some more up. Because normally you can't select which girl you want to play as. They're normally locked per level. But when you've played them once, you can go back through and make the most of it with training up your other girls. And also, if you want to get a better rank, use one of the girls who suits you better. Which is how I got most of my A ranks, because when I have to play as characters like Hibari, who have a really weird moveset, that just doesn't agree with me at all. So I normally go through with one of my favourites just to get the A rank, because I'm a nutcase. And a show-off. Right. Now, one thing you might notice about Katsuragi is she's very much more an up-close and personal fighter. Now, this is one of the things they added in this game, which wasn't in Shinobi Versus. Bombshells. These are things you can just lob at your enemy. Right, now I want to show you her Shinobi transformation, which is a bit different, to say the least. Look at her idea of a disguise. I'm saying nothing. Look at this in her disguise. It's exactly the same, except she opens her shirt and exposes her breasts. I love you, Katsu. Now, in the anime, she did toy with using a nurse's outfit and a bunny girl outfit. But that didn't really fly, so... Now, you can guard and block, but I'm not very good at that, because there's also a parry system in the game, which, if you time it right, will stagger your enemy, but I am really not good with stuff like that. There's my flame bombshell demonstration. Katsu is so good for launch combos, though. Almost every combo she has launches her enemies, which means you can pretty much maintain a constant aerial rave for a good long while. There are also combination aerial raves in this, because sometimes you'll be joined by a second character, and if you can time your aerial rave at the same time as them, both of you get involved, and it gets mental trousers. Right. That's the heavy attack. Tornado Spindle again. Not that that gives you an excuse to look up her pants or anything. And here's another one. Cross Panzer. Katsu's attacks are devastating. But they are very much an up close, so you can't really be tactical as much with Katsu. You have to just kind of go in balls to the wall crazy. So normally you'd think that'd work for me. Not so much. The only problem I have with the bombshell system in this, it uses the triangle button. And it uses it in place of your normal triangle attack. So if you want to do a guard break, you may end up inadvertently using a bombshell. And the sad thing is, the triggers aren't used. Probably to compensate for the fact that this is also on the Vita. And as you'll notice, guards aren't infinite. You can break guards with normal attacks. I missed completely. Oh, damn it. Right. Break your guard. 2, 3, 4. I want to show you one of the other features, actually, while I'm here. Another thing they added, I don't think I can use it in this level. There's no wall. You can wall attack. Which, again, not in Shinobi verses. So they've made a lot of changes from the previous one. Look at that slow-mo. Brilliant. I love the slow-mo endings every fight. Yeah, Katsu's got a bit of a big head. That's a D rank, so again, wasn't paying attention. Well, I did level up, so, you know, whatevs. Now, this level, platforms and problems. Who to play as? Who to play as? There's so many to choose from, so many. Let's go with... Let's go all the way out to the start. And we'll go with Shiki, my level 25 character, who actually is the character for this, so, you know. And in this one, it's a combination of beat up a load of dudes and fight a boss. I will show you a straight boss fight level later, but this one incorporates pretty much everything we've learned thus far and the boss. So let's dive in. Platforms and problems. Look at that weapon. I love that scythe. Now, ordinarily in this level, there will be festival platforms. I am still missing one, so I might spot it as we go around, but the goal of the Millennium Festival is to beat each other up and break their festival platforms. And in this one, you actually have to break the platforms. Or at least you get the opportunity to. Because the platforms unlock other stuff in the game. Like, pictures and stuff. Because, you know, that's how this game is. It unlocks stuff in the shop. But this does give me the chance to show you other things like these destructible objects. In these large levels, if you destroy these boxes, you might get, like, a scroll or a health upgrade or something cool. But as you can see, as you go through this, you get mobbed by enemies. Fortunately, Shiki is pretty overpowered for this level now. Because I've used this level basically to train her up because I was looking for that 3rd Millennium Festival platform. Which I still can't see. I may have to look this up on the Google machine. I thought it would be earlier on, but it's not. Now you'll notice I'm not using my transformation just yet. Because, like I said, you get full health back every time you transform. And I want to make sure I don't waste it, because you only get one transformation, so we've got to head this way. Let's use the sprint function, which in Shiki's case, a couple of bats carry her via her side, which is awesome. God, I wish I had a weapon like this. This is awesome. Now, I think I'll stick to my swords. I'm happy with those. Come on. There are so many things in this game I'm not going to be able to show you because it's just so big. It's bigger than you think. I'm hoping to show you after this just a straight boss fight level. Because there are levels where you have to face multiple bosses and that's a bit weird. Right, choppy choppy. This bit's actually harder, I think, than the boss. Just trying to beat all these dudes, because they block like anything. Right? So much block, and they get behind you. Which is nasty! Fortunately, Shiki's guard break is amazing. Right, up in the air, you cannot block. Yep, you can't block in air, which is awesome, because it makes my life so much easier. What I want to know is, how does she teleport like that? Ow, nasty. Right, die! Die for the cause. Whatever cause it is. Ah, you missed. We both went for a guard break then. That was pretty funky. And... ow! Nasty. For that you must die. Oh, screw you, asshole. I didn't hit the bloody return button in time. Are you going to poof? Thank you. Right, now we've got to go this way. Hopefully I'll find a health item in a box. Health item in a box. Someone should do that as a business model. Health item in a box. Right, come on, come on. I need to find a fucking box. Never mind. Never know, I might actually level up on that to save my ass as well. Right, choppy choppy. Yes, I told you I'd level up and it saved my ass. Nice ass-saving skills there. Thank you, game. See, the game is on the side of me. Because I am mighty. Yep, all die for me. Oh, you asshole! Right, oh, damn, I'm stunned. Can't attack from the ground. Right, now we get to have some fun. It's boss fight time. Right, that up there is a festival platform, up the corner. And I want to try and show you something that is pretty cool about this game. See these signs here with the exclamation marks? It means if you kill a boss near it, you may end up with what's called a creative finish. Right, I just want to chop some of these down. Right, screw this. Shinobi transformation. Shiki's transformation. Because we all know you want to see it. Dirty, dirty YouTube. Right, I think it's time for Ultimate! Look at that! Wipe everything out in one go. And, yep, you strip them naked. And this is the creative finish? The snake. And basically all the levels in this are variants on the themes I've shown you in this video. Fight a load of dudes and a boss, or just straight up fight a boss. Again, there are levels with multiple bosses where you have to fight them all at once, and they are a ball ache. But this has been Senran Kagura Estival Versus, and I love it to pieces. It is amazing. If you own a PS4 or a PS Vita, get this. You will have so much fun. The gameplay alone, and of course, if you're a weird pervert, then yes, you'll love it too. So thank you all for watching, and until I see you again, I've been Salis, and I will see you next time.